Hello, hello. Welcome back to the Triple Twins UG, a rare journey to motherhood. If you're joining us for the first time, you are very welcome. And to our usual subscribers, our usual followers, if you are there, welcome back and thank you for your consistency. We are happy to have you back. And today it is again me, Joan Womjuni, your friend, a mother of twins. Yes, busy moms, are you there? Yeah, today, and we are talking about how we fed our twin babies when money was tight. Trusting God through financial pressure and parenting challenges. So, what are we looking at? So, have you heard that? Well, I'm speaking to the already loaded and what, but I want to talk to you if you're having those challenges and you're wondering what shall we feed the babies tomorrow. You are on the right page. You are in the right spot. Stay tuned. Do not put off that button. You are going to hear my story and how we did it and the faithfulness of God carrying us through. Yeah, so many people might have asked. I want to talk about reality many parents face, but often go through it silently. How to provide for your babies with finances that are tight, and people see twins and immediately think about how adorable they are when they are looking healthy and what. Oh, yes, they are. But what many people do not see are the practical realities behind raising these twins, the feeding, the diapers. Remember them, you are doing double, the sleepless nights, the constant expenses, and some of the fears of knowing how you will meet the next need the next day. So today I will would like to share my story, what I learned and what research shows and says, especially when couples are going through this. You might have gone through it, you might have not, maybe tomorrow, maybe later, but our God is faithful and He is through every season. You know, when the miracle arrived as a young girl, I used to pray that God would bless me with twins. And it happened, like I've talked about it in the recent episodes. So I never imagined that one day God would answer that prayer when my twins arrived, and I was overjoyed. I felt blessed. Even up to now, I am a blessed mom, like you always call me, my friends. I felt grateful. I felt privileged to be entrusted by such precious gifts, but came in a stage I was not thinking about, the stage of school. And I was also not worried about the accusation, but the excitement of twins. Oh my God. Everyone wants to get twins. I've gotten a few who have said, that blessing, no, let it pass me. But to the Nalongos, to the Trilongos, to the Quadrilongos, you are welcome. And you can attest to what I am sharing about. And as a health worker, I had medical insurance, so many healthcare expenses were covered thanks to thanks to all the insurances that I was with, even the hospitals that I was working with then, that even now that I do not care about or worry about health care for my children or myself, because I know where I'm working, we are catered for. However, shortly after the babies arrived, reality began to set in. The calculation and the formulas challenges of how much are we going to do today. Like many twins, my babies required formula feeding because the breast milk was not enough and they consumed a lot of formula. I remember in a week approximately 4 to 5 tins. Can you imagine? Every week, and as many parents, formula is not optional when your baby needs it. The babies could not wait. They had to feed. What made it even more difficult? Hey, whenever you'd go to the supermarket, the price for today, the next day would be different and higher, not lower. I don't know how it is these days. So at times even we didn't have enough money so that you could buy in bulk. So you remember, you buy what is enough for the 1 or 2 days, and I guess that formula is so sweet that babies always like it. And thank God that they didn't have this lactose intolerance, they didn't react to it, but they loved it. Even removing them, changing them to another type of milk after 6 months, it was a tug of war. So it scared me to put their followers on formula, because I knew the challenges I had gone through. But thank God that daily, every other day, every other week, God provided in His own way. I don't know how, but we saw them grow, we saw them survive every milestone. But I want to tell you that we bought whatever we needed for a week, sometimes two, sometimes one, calculating, always planning and hoping you would have enough. Hey, when and in that period, I remember it's when even my husband lost a job. Then another challenge came in. Suddenly, the pressures increased significantly. The baby still needed feeding, the bills were waiting. It was a challenge. I remember going to the supermarket and doing that mental math, and the things are not adding up. And you would be like, how long is this going to last? Have you asked yourself that question? Are you in that situation currently? Hmm? You go there, you find the prices are different. Maybe someone may ask, why couldn't you go to maybe to the suppliers and look out? That money to take you there would not be there. So you'd buy from the nearby supermarket. Up to today, I wonder how we went through this. Those are the moments many parents never talk about, and they can bring strife in marriages. Hmm? But the beautiful twins grew with all this happening behind the scene. Hmm. Research says that financial stress and parenting can cause confusion and commotion in families. Hmm. Financial pressures, they are associated with increased parental anxiety, emotional exhaustion. Remember, even you are feeding the two. Emotional exhaustion, sleep difficulties, increased risk of mental depression. We have had several mothers going under mental depression. Hmm? These are some of the causes. So for parents with multiples, these challenges can be even greater. If one with one faces the challenges, then how about one with two, three, or four? Hmm? And there's no one to provide, but you have to look for it, you and your husband. And I want to warn men, when mothers give the twins and the triplets and the quadruplets and you abandon them, that is very bad. The mother is already tortured, stressed. The babies need to feed. You have run away as a man who is supposed to provide. Hmm? What bees on your head? Anyhow, research also shows that when parents experience prolonged financial stress, they may begin to question their abilities as parents, as providers. This can affect even their confidence, and their well being. One important lesson from research is that the financial struggle does not mean that you have failed on your parenting. Many loving and responsible parents, sometimes it is a season and it will come to pass. The hardships will come to pass. So let us persist through. One thing I call upon us is that if we are together, we are able to handle these struggles together, and we make better strategies on how to come out. I believe that is the grace that God gave us, my husband, and I can't deny that the struggles were there, the challenges, the outbursts, because you want to provide, but it's not enough, and at times no one is understanding each other. But we saw it through the seasons, and we have been able to stand. Hmm? Can you imagine that? That is the season. Hang in there, pray, find a way out, and you will get out. So, what helped us to survive? We focused on the essentials. When money is limited, priorities become clearer. Are we together? Out of focus became feeding the babies, our priority focus, healthy care, and the basic household needs. We learn to distinguish between necessities and luxuries. You know the difference between wants and needs, and also learning to calculate your expenses. At times you find that you're putting your priorities somewhere else. But here we focused to see that the babies are fed, we have essentials at home, and health care is covered. So we're able to live within our means with the little and stick to the budget. And we you know what they call the pleasure, postponed pleasure, gratification, delayed gratification. So we had to leave out some things of pleasure, of socializing. At times, by the way, people they withdraw from their friends and communities, and at times you don't know what your friend is going to, and they are not able to talk. Always learn to check out on them. They might be having hardships, but they fear to share, and they're like, "What will people think about me?" But in this all, as you focus as a couple and you organize your finances, you find that the little you have, you're able to use it and manage it, and your babies are fed well, and you're looking better through the difficult seasons. We took also 1 week at a time. You know, at times they tell us that you have to, yes, I would encourage to buy in bulk, but when the finances are not enough, where are you going to get what to buy in bulk? So for us, we had to focus at 1 week at a time. Sometimes parents become overwhelmed by thinking years ahead. I don't stop you from thinking years ahead. I learned to focus on today's needs. And instead of worrying about 6 months from now, we focused on making it through the week. Then the next week, then the next week. And we survived, because when you plan so much and the thing is not there, yes, plan, put on paper, and trust God. But live in the moment. At times you may over plan, and you forget to live in the moment. Do you forget to celebrate the small milestones that come with the answered prayers? And the third thing that we looked at was working as a team. You know the saying that divided we fall, united we stand. It still stands even in every season. One of the greatest blessings during difficult seasons is unity. But sometimes when these financial challenges are there, there's going to be separation, there's going to be quarrels. You need to understand each other. Financial pressure is either, it brings either couples together, or it will drive you apart. So you need to be aware of this. So choose to communicate your concerns, plan together, encourage one another, and rather than blaming each other, you have to face the challenge together. Don't accuse each other that you caused it, or you caused it, or you're not planning well. Stand and face it together, and there you're going to win. The final one and the fourth one is that we accepted help. At times we are too full of ourselves and we don't want to talk. Vulnerability can be a strength. Though I don't tell you that you show everyone everything, but do you have that inner circle where you can share with, and they're able to help? Those people you can really be raw to and tell them the truth, and you survive. So that helped us. Many parents struggle to receive help because they feel embarrassed. Leave alone. In my language, they say, aho kufokola ki ohemuka. Yes, you speak it. Those who laugh, they will laugh. Those who will go with you, they will go with you. I learned that receiving support is not a weakness. Sometimes God provides through people, through family, friends, through communities and opportunities, and allowing others to provide. And what God uses people. So my dear, don't hide there and you run into depression and you start having suicidal thoughts because you're wondering what people, even when you die, they will talk. So you better talk, and you come out, and we rejoice in you. And when you're celebrated and happy, those who had forgotten you, they will look out for you. So what have we learned about God's provision through all this? One of the greatest lessons I learned is that the provision does not always look the way we expect it. In our own way, God has it in His own way. Sometimes we expect abundance. Sometimes God provides enough for today. You know, when the psalmist prayed that give me for today. Don't give me too much that I may forget you. Do not give me too little that I may beg, but give me what is enough to keep me in your presence. For today, he will give you. Do you remember the woman with the little oil and the flour when he sent the prophet there? And it was never getting over in the days of famine. So even the little that you have, God provides for you. He sustains you there and he takes care of you. We have seen God's provision and sustainability power with us. He does not leave you in every season. So looking back, I realized that we had never anything figured out, but somehow every week the baby is fed, and every week another solution appeared, every week another door opened, every week God made a way, not always early, not always dramatically, but faithfully. God comes in at the right time. I have learned that faith is not only believing in a miracle. Faith is trusting Him after miracles arrive. Because the blessing may be free, but raising the blessing requires responsibility. We have to be responsible. And God gives us what He knows that we can handle. My clear. Know that whatever you're going through, God knows you are the only person that can handle that. So do not run away from it. Don't be a Jonah. He knows that you can handle. He knew that Jonah would be the one who would be swallowed by the fish. I don't know whether Jonah was very short or tiny. I don't know how big the fish was, but he swallowed, and God knew that after these days he will come out and very fit to go to Nineveh. Can you imagine that? So whatever you're handling now, God trusts that you are the able person that He can trust it with, not me. Even me, He has given me my own burden to carry, but He has enabled me through it. And He has seen that I'm the right vessel, that after I have come out, I can come and encourage you that hang in there and the Lord is going to provide. What are some of the practical parenting tips of managing formula on a budget? We have to create a budget and we stick to the budget. Track exactly how much formula is used each week. It will help you to plan for the other weeks and to reduce the wastages. Because at times when you leave the things there and these people we are staying with, they will just mix it anyhow, power and what. But when you calculate it, even as a baby grows, you know that they will take enough. Then you know how to mix in other feeds when the time is right, according to the age of the baby. And at times seek help. We need to seek help. Then compare the prices. The prices very various suppliers. They have different the prices. So shop carefully. Don't just run. So when you have planned, you will know that here there's a reduced price. I can always pick from here on my way home, or a plan to go there. Then you watch for promotions. Where possible, purchase extra stock with when discounts are available. Avoid unnecessary changes. We talked about consistency. Changing formula frequently can sometimes create additional costs and feeding challenges. The baby may also react to it. Always consult a healthcare professional before making significant changes. Build a support network. Do not isolate yourself. Parenting is never meant to be done alone, my friends. Do not isolate yourselves as a couple. So what message do I give to the couples? If you are raising children during financial difficulty, I want to encourage you, do not turn against each other. Please, please, do not turn against each other. Turn towards each other. Share the burdens. Speak out the solution. Speak to someone. The problem is the challenge. It is not your friend. Your spouse is not the enemy. Hmm? Communicate honestly. Pray together. Praying together, you will stay together. Plan together. Support one another. Children benefit greatly when parents remain united, even in difficult seasons. And to my lovely mothers, to the mothers who are worrying about tomorrow's expenses, to the mothers calculating every coin, to the mothers wondering how she will make it through another month. I want you to know that you are not alone. You are not alone. Many mothers have walked this road. We have walked and we are here, heroes. Many mothers are walking it now. The season does not define your worth. Financial hardships do not make you a bad parent. Your love, your sacrifice, Your commitment, moms, and your determination matters. Keep showing up, keep loving your children, and keep one step at a time. And what I can tell you as my reflection, what are the financial challenges I'm currently facing as a parent? What are those challenges? How can I get out? And as I conclude for today, thank you for joining me at the Triple Twins, a rare journey to motherhood. I hope this episode has encouraged you and reminded you that even in difficult seasons, you are not alone. And also remember that in our next episode, we will discuss the biggest decisions many working mothers have faced with house helps, with relatives, with them. And until next time, remember you're stronger than you think. You matter. Huh? You matter. You matter. And you do not walk this journey alone. Find a community of mothers and walk along with them. Together, remember to click that button, subscribe, share your comments. Bye.